viewers and subscribers, it's old Swiftwater coming back to you from in the gold field. As you can tell behind me that, well, we got some rain. So unfortunately, we're not digging today because we pretty much can't get across to our equipment. So I figured I'd make a nice video today, and I thought about a good subject that a lot of people's hit me on, and it's about claim markers. Claim markers, they come in different sorts, sizes, shapes. I mean, if you didn't know what you were looking for, which most people don't, you would, number one, not know where you were at. You could get shot at still in Arizona. I mean, it's still legal to take a pot shot after you're digging on somebody's claim. But I'm going to show you several of the ones that I know of that I can get to and know what they were, the time period they were from, and might be able to get to show you a little bit of interesting stuff from way back in the Depression days out here along this creek, by the way. We got an old rock house I'm going to show you here a little bit later. And what's funny is you think of the guys that had to stay back here and live in this rock house and sit out here and pan every day for, you know, pennies just to get flour, bread, whatever else they needed to come out here and live on this creek and mine. It's pretty amazing. But anyway, let's wrap this and get this going. This is the first one I'm going to talk to you about. It's a PVC pipe. Now, a lot of people see these out in the desert and they're like, well, what's that mean? Well, this is a corner marker to a claim. Right now, this is going to be the northeast corner, and then it goes straight down the creek, or the northwest corner, and it goes straight down the creek, and then there's got a couple more down there, but they're made of PVC pipe. Now, this is common. You'll see this out quite a bit in the deserts, along the creeks and stuff, and then if you see this pipe right here, usually there'll be some paperwork with it. Now, this don't have paperwork with it. This is just to show that this is a claim. Now, it doesn't have the sign out to say it's somebody's name or anything like that, which you're supposed to, but most generally, this is pretty much what you need to know if there's a claim out there, if you'll see this right here. Now, under some new rules under the BLM in 2015, I believe that they're wanting you to stop using PVC pipes, and they're wanting you to go back to wood stakes. Now, I know where there's a wood stake claim down here that we're going to bounce to a little bit more, and we'll show you that. But it's brand new, so maybe my information's not too far off. I don't know, I haven't did the homework on it, amazingly enough. But yeah, like I said, this is a PVC pipe. This is one of a couple that I'm going to show you today. And then we're going to get down here and we'll show you the next one. So stick around, we're going to get there. All right, here we are at the second claim marker. Let me tell you what, this one wasn't easy to get to. One wet boot, 2 cactus thorns to the leg, and a slippery rock, and 1 fly that won't stay out of my eye. I hate those darn things. But anyway, here's the second ones I'm talking about. Now, these markers, number one, I like a little bit better. You can see the white PVC pipes in the field, but if you have a different coloration to them, like this has got red on top, red on, and white in the middle, there's not anybody along this creek that's walking down here that can't see this claim marker. Number one. Number two, if it does happen that this claim elapses or it gets bought by someone else, they got different colors, who knows the rhyme or reason, if the claim's just left alone for years and years and years. The reason why they're wanting to go back to wood, because wood is what? That's right, biodegradable. All the miners know, we're trying to back everything up, we're trying to prove that no, we're not killing fish, we're not doing this in California, but this is one of the reasons why I'd like to go back to wood, because it is biodegradable. It will disintegrate in the ground, and you don't have to come back out and pick it up all the time. So this is the wooden one right here. Like I said, very visible, a little high off the creek bank. Trust me, I'm sitting down on a slope. I'm not standing up, so it's a little high on the creek bank, but very visible from anywhere that you would walk up the creek. So that's number 2. I got 3, 4, I got 5 of them I want to show you today. I'm trying to go from the oldest to the pretty much the newest. So anyway, stick around. Let me crawl off this bank without falling down and killing myself, and then I'll get you that other one. Hang on. Let me tell you, it's a rough walk, but I made it. This is another claim marker that's very visible to see. I don't recommend you doing this because you're pretty much, you know, defacing nature more or less, because people go down through these creeks because they want to enjoy themselves from out of state, in state, wherever you're from. But this is an old claim marker here that is a 40-acre claim, AMC number, that'd be your claim number. And if you can understand the words, the name of it, you can figure it out, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want anybody to know where I'm at right now. But this is another one that you can, like I said, very visibly see, but that we do know that this is an old claim marker. It's been here for quite some time. The next claim marker I'm going to show you, I know it's been here for quite some time. It's probably been back here since the old miners were living in that house I'm going to show you. And it's like I said, it's kind of weird to see this house, but it's going to be pretty nifty. But anyway, like I said, this is another one. And they usually paint them on the rocks. Look, like I said, I generally wouldn't recommend it. The wooden pole's still the best way to go, in my opinion, anyway. That's just the way I believe. But let me get you down to. It's going to be fun. Let me get you down to this other claim marker. Now, these claim markers were built by the old timers, so these are not easy to get to. Usually, they're pretty rugged terrain to get up to. I'm going to see just how close I can get up to it. If I can, it's going to be great. If I can't, well, I'll have to stand down below it or something and show you. But let me get to it, get you over there, and I'll show you this one. And like I said, this is going to be one of the old ones. And still remember, these are still active claims, and they do use these type of markers, so keep your eye out for them. But hang on. All right, here's the other one I was telling you about. I'm glad I didn't have to go up any higher, but that's all right. I need exercise anyway since I wasn't working today. But this is another claim marker that you got to really keep your eye out for. Number one, looks like just a pile of rocks, right? But you see how they've been stacked? These things have been stacked because usually in the inside of these, what they used to do is they used to keep an old metal tin that had all the claim work papers, whose name was it, who owned it, the markers, where the markers should be, where you can go, where you can't go. They used to be inside. So if you ever see these stack of rocks out in the old country where nobody hardly gets to anymore, kind of take a peek inside. Don't be careful what you're doing, so stick your hand right in there because you might find yourself a snake. But take a peek inside. If you see an old jar, if you see an old can, check it out. You know, it could be in there and you could have gold. Or you could have the claim papers down in there that shows you where their gold is, where the gold claim is. Anyway, you can hear down the way I got some dingling yelling at me. But anyway, like I said, this is an old claim marker here, and it's been here for some time, and I'm not going to destroy it. I'm looking in, and I don't see any paperwork inside here. I've already checked it out once, and I still don't see anything. But like I said, I don't like to tear it down because it does represent a claim that's still active. And I know this because it's a adjoining claim to the one that I'm on today, and it's actually I think he said it might have been his great uncle. I'm not for sure. That they've had this claim for quite some time. They don't really work it. You'll find out in Arizona that there are people that have claims, but they don't work them very much. But if you can get in with people that have their claims and they want it worked, hey, you know, get out there and help them get gold, help you get gold, and everybody get gold. All right, but anyway, this is the good part I've been wanting to show you because I got a couple family members who've been wanting to see this too. But I'm gonna run you over here to this old house, and like I said, this old house is kind of amazing. The way they built it, I mean, you had to be really diehard and hungry to be doing stuff like this. So let me get you up there and I'll show you if I can let me get back down from there. Okay, all right, here we are. This is the house I was telling you about. Now you can see that it's really not that big, number one. It might be big enough for two guys, one on each side, I don't know, maybe one on the table. You know, I can't figure it out, but here you see the fireplace that they used to use. You see how these rocks are stacked in here. This is old sharp bedrock. Now, let me tell you, it had to take two people because this is not a one-man piece of rock. Trust me, I've lifted them out several times. But these rocks are really stacked in here really good, and then they have the old mud from down in the channel up here that fastens all this stuff together. Like I said, this might be as big as my tent, maybe a 12 by 12. That's a pretty small house. Not if you was building it out of stone, I guess it wouldn't be very small. The only thing I could guess is they got it so high and then maybe covered it with some old canvas, maybe some old tarp, I don't know. You never find one of these with the roof still on. So what they actually used for the top of it, I'm still at a miss. Now, I've seen old pictures where I've seen canvas on the top of it like a tent. But, yeah, this would have took work. I guess, you know, if you're living out here, you're out here all day, you got plenty of time to build it up. Me, I couldn't imagine. Like I said, it's getting hot right now. I know everybody else is kind of cold and it's snowing back east, but it's pretty warm here today if you're walking around. But anyway, I just want to throw this to you and show it because a lot of people want to see it because they never get out here and see it. You know, a lot of people just can't make it as far as what we come back in here to. So it gives a prime opportunity for you guys to really check it out. Anyway, like I said, I got one more sign, and I know this sign is at the top of a hill. And it's way at the top, and it's going to take me a little bit to get there. I don't know if yeah, I'll make it there today. It's going to take some time, but I'll make it there today. But anyway, let me take the chance right here before I show you this last one. And I want to say thanks to Can't Stop Smoking and Hobnob Sports Bar for still sponsoring me this year out gold digging. And the great days in the sunshine, I guess. Yeah, I'm grateful for a lot of things and the friends that I'm with. But anyway, that's just how good I feel today. Anyway, I'm going to show you this last sign. We're getting wrapped up, and keep this in mind that the clay markers that I'm showing you, they are all active, they are all real, and that's what you got to look for. So you newbies, keep your eyes out. This last one I'm going to show you, this is the most commonly used clay marker sign that I have seen and used myself in Arizona. It's you can see it very well. If somebody tells you didn't see it, you're blind. So like I said, let me run up here. Yeah, let me run up here. Let me walk up here. And I'll show you this other sign, and then we'll wrap this up and let you guys get back to your average day lives, I guess. But let me get up there. Hang around. Okay, this is the last clay marker that I was going to show you today. For the obvious reason that this one right here is the sign one that I said is going to be real easy to see. It's a big bright yellow sign. And what this is going to have on it is the claim number, the coordinates. You're just going to have your GPS stuff. And look, there's a can. And yes, paperwork is in the can. Like I said, if you look around some of these clay markers, you'll see that can. It just tells you whose it is, where the markers are, and what the mining number is. Now, like I said, you'll see this at a lot of places as well as the PVC pipes, but they wanted to switch back to the wooden poles because of them decomposing. Now, these signs here are good for if your claim's along any kind of fence area. You could actually hang them on a fence. They generally stay up along a fence pretty good. Other than that, this will probably last being on a wood pole maybe a year, probably a year and a half, depending on winds, rains, whatever else comes through here. But anyway, I'm glad I got to show you the claim markers, what to look for, and I hope you can hear me real well. The wind's kind of blowing, but yeah, I'm glad to get this information out there. We have so many people that go out and they just, you'll come down on a claim and already find somebody digging there and they don't even know where they're at. And the markers are, pretty clear to the person looking for them. But the ones that ain't looking for them, there's the ones that are, they pretty much get in trouble. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Glad you got to see it, like I said. I'm going to be bringing my next video. I got a charity thing going on. It's Ben Ironman Caldwell. He's going to be doing the Trans Am bike race across America. He will be taking donations. I'll give you the link down below if you want to make a donation for him. He's going 4,000 something miles. It's a lot longer than what I go on a bicycle, let me tell you that. I'm not even going to attempt it. But he's going to race across America this year, and he hasn't did it for about 3 or 4 years. So him digging gold, he's going to get back to it this year. So I'm pretty glad he's going to get to it. Anyway, like I said, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Hobnobs, and Can't Stop Smoking Barbecue. I'd like to thank all the people that helped me get out here and make these videos. And, well, that's all the information I got on this. Till next time, I'm Swiftwater, and I'm out. And get out there and start living life before life isn't there to start living. Take care and have a great day.